Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, picture this. The White House, the People's House, is stepping right into what's being called a brand new golden age. While fiercely preserving its historic 1791 legacy, the building is undergoing an absolute paradigm-shifting metamorphosis that is going to forever alter its footprint. Okay, let's dive into this. How exactly do you upgrade a 200-year-old living museum? I mean, think about it. Every single hammer swung is scrutinized by history. It's the ultimate balancing act. We're talking about modernizing for today's monumental demands without erasing the past. And that balancing act, well, it comes with a seriously staggering price tag. $250 million. But here is the hook, and it's a big one. This is entirely privately funded. Driven by the president and private donors, this is literally one of the most ambitious non-taxpayer overhauls in White House history.
Section 1, a massive new addition.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why this expansion is happening. For over a century, presidents have struggled with space. The traditional East Room caps out at just 200 seated guests. That forced modern administrations to pitch these massive temporary tents out on the lawn. Well, not anymore. The new State Ballroom is going to comfortably seat 650 guests, which completely eliminates the need for outdoor tents. You're looking at more than tripling the capacity. To pull that off, they are building 90,000 square feet of brand new space. 90,000. And this isn't just some basic event hall. It's an ornately crafted state ballroom specifically designed to project classical elegance on a massive, massive scale. So you might be wondering, where does a 90,000 square foot ballroom even go? Well, it actually completely replaces the existing East Wing. Originally constructed in 1902 and heavily modified over time, especially during World War II, that entire structure is being replaced. The new classical wing will be substantially separated from the main building, but it's designed to seamlessly mirror the original White House architectural heritage. Section 2, a legacy of constant change. Now, a $250 million expansion might sound totally radical today, but the White House has actually always been in a state of flux. Back in 1791, Homan's original design was chosen. Then, by 1814, the British burned it down, which forced a total rebuild. Jumped to 1902, and Teddy Roosevelt realized it was just too cramped, so he added the West Wing. Basically, drastic changes and full-on rebuilds are an absolute White House tradition. Section 3, the Truman Reconstruction. To really contextualize the sheer scale of today's massive undertaking, we have to look back at 1948. The building was showing a serious structural failure. I mean, it was weak. So President Harry Truman literally gutted the interior. Everything inside was totally dismantled until only the outer stone walls were left standing, holding up the sky. It was completely hollowed out and rebuilt from the inside out. Section 4, designing the State Ballroom. Bringing it back to today, who do you trust with a legacy like this? Enter DC-based McCreary Architects, selected specifically for their deep expertise in classical design. Their CEO, Jim McCreary, stated, "Presidents in the modern era have faced challenges hosting major events. I am honored that President Trump has entrusted me to help bring this beautiful and necessary renovation to the People's House." Let's move to and see how this builds out, because a project this massive has some official stages. Step 1, intense security planning with the Secret Service and National Park Service. Step 2, locking in McCreary as the architect. Step 3, heavy hitters Clark Construction and AECOM breaking ground in September 2025. And finally, Step 4, completion, which is expected before the end of the term. Section 5, privately funding the future. Relying entirely on non-taxpayer money, this 2025 upgrade is huge, and the ballroom is just the centerpiece. The updates also include 2 massive 88-foot flagpoles out on the lawns, a $2 million limestone upgrade to the Rose Garden, and a newly renovated Oval Office. That office renovation features custom carvings and gold filigree, all of which is heavily inspired by the Mar-a-Lago estate. Section 6, a living museum. So the crucial point is, when you step back and look at the whole picture, it completely shifts your perspective. The White House is absolutely not a static relic encased in glass. It's a living, breathing entity. From Hoban's 1791 cornerstone to Truman's total hollow-out, all the way to today's 90,000 square foot expansion, the building is constantly evolving to reflect the changing needs and ambitions of the nation.
These are quite literally the blueprints of American history, constantly being drafted, erased, and redrawn. So after this new golden age and this monumental state ballroom are complete, how will future generations shape the people's house next? Thanks for joining me on this explainer. It's been a blast. Catch you next time.